I think Mark's done a really good job with this young team. There's going to be times, and we're relatively young as well. The biggest thing you fight isn't ability or execution or whatever. It's just consistency, and I think that's they played a heck of a game today. I thought it was a great college basketball game. Two teams that kind of fought it out in different runs in the game and different things like that. And you got to give them credit. They made a couple big plays at the end. Getting a second shot on that last play in regulation was big. And then TJ Warren's a special player. Made the big play at the end and on a pretty good defensive coverage. Had to take a tough shot. A runner going 12 feet away from the basket over a defender isn't an easy shot, and that's why he's the leading scorer in the league right now. So give them credit. I thought we played pretty well. We did some good things. Obviously, a key for us is we need to get better on the defensive end. You're not going to win on the road if a team shoots 54% against you, and that's exactly what happened. Gave up 2 key baskets with under 2 minutes to go, which you just got to figure out a way to grind that thing out and get the stop and then get the rebound. So give them credit because they executed and made the shots. I thought we did some good things today, but on the road in this league, you got to do a lot more than just a few good things.
Coach, on the final play in regulation, was that the shot you were looking for?
Yeah, we executed it pretty good. Chris drove down the middle against the zone and got the ball kicked out to Trey, and he's made a lot of big shots for us in that same spot, to be honest with you. They did a good job of flying at him, where he kind of maybe rushed it a little bit, but he's been our go-to guy for a long time, or this whole year basically, so getting the ball in his hands I thought was something that we wanted to do. They executed it well.
It was hard getting shot through when they went to the zone.
Well, I mean, we got the ball. Initially, we did some good things, and then there was about a 5-minute stretch where we didn't. And then we got the ball, started getting the ball back inside. And when we did that, we were able to get some, pretty good looks. But, I think there was one possession, we had 2 wide open shots in the corner and missed them. I think Marcus, had another tough night shooting the ball. But I think his shots that he took were all primarily pretty good looks. So sometimes, the execution and the results are, don't match. So, but again, we scored 40 points in the first half and 32 in the second. 78 overtime game. But usually when we're able to get over 70, that's a pretty good mark for us to get a win.
Cam was pretty strong in the board in the second half. Didn't want to second chance.
Yeah, I think he got 3 out of his 4 offensive rebounds. But I guess I was pleased. It's hard, it's like when we lost to Pittsburgh. I thought our guys fought their tails off and we got out rebounded by 20. We struggle a little bit on the glass because of where we're at physically and injury-wise and different things like that. You lose the ACC leading rebounder. But today I thought we did a great job on the glass. But unfortunately we lost the game because we didn't get a rebound at the end of the game. We needed to have 25 defensive rebounds instead of 24, and it would have been a different story. But that is where we're at right now. That's kind of how close we are, and we got to just keep surging forward and keep working, and hopefully then you start winning a couple of these games like this.
How much zone do you see with a 30% three-point shooting?
Who, us personally?
Yeah, how much the team?
We've seen a pretty good amount of zone this year. I think teams are going more to the zone. Again, sometimes it's not because necessarily maybe even our shooting percentage. I think sometimes they do it because initially with Robert and Cam and Daniel, because they try to take away our big guys. But yeah, I mean we've seen it the last few games, and some are better than others. I thought at times we executed pretty well against it today. But again, no matter what you run, if you don't make a couple shots, it doesn't look very good.
Quentin obviously gave you a big lift in the first half. What was going on with him?
He's a good player. You know, he's aggressive, make plays, and he was good. You know, he's going to be a good player for us. There's no question. And he knows that when he's open, he has the freedom to shoot the ball. You know, and that's it on him.
When you were having a tough time against the zone, did it appear that they were tentative or not quite sure what to do, or how did you respond?
I just said, I thought we got, you know, good shots against his own. You know, you know, sometimes it gets over exaggerated. You go against man to man, and there's going to be, if out of 3-4 possessions you don't get a good shot, you know, it's not because you're struggling against man to man. You just didn't get a good shot on that possession. You know, we scored 8 less points in the second half than in the first half, so it couldn't have been that big of a difference. You know, I thought, again, for us, a big difference, you know, is you got to get some stops when you need some stops. And when we're going good offensively, usually, you know, our thing is defense wins you the game and the offense tells you how much you win by. And today that wasn't the case, unfortunately. All good? All right, thanks, guys.